Now is a good time to take a video for this morning. We're in Ensenada. I'm with my bird friend. I got up this morning, slept really well last night. I took a sleeping pill, so I slept a lot easier. Not getting off the ship today, I've just been enjoying myself. I got up at 7, got showered, went and got a spiked coffee with Kahlua in it, and went straight to the hot tub in Serenity, which has been in the shade all morning. So I've been in the hot tub for like 3 hours now, and I met some really nice ladies. One lady I met, her name is Erica, and she's also on her very first solo cruise. So we talked a long time, and we're actually going to meet up for dinner tonight. So I'm going to go to the main dining room for the first time. Morning. And so that'll be fun. So what I'm going to do now is, it's about 11. I'm going to go up to the room and get dressed and go get some lunch in a little bit. I really want to swim in the middle pool, but I burn so easy and it's probably all in the sun, but I'm going to look and see if it's covered in sun. The hot tub has been in the shade all morning, so it's been really fantastic, and this has been a really great day today.
All the way that way?
Yeah, you can use this elevator.
This would be an unnerving job. Since we're in port, they've been doing a lot of maintenance on the ship, and drills, like muster drills just for the crew. But I noticed all these cables down there, so I stopped to see what was going on, and I see they're up here washing the windows, which would be really hard to do on a moving ship like this, because you can see how much it's swinging, and we're in port. Can you imagine how dangerous it would be to try to do this when we're at sea? Which there's no way they would do it, but I thought that was interesting enough to stop and record. I just got done working and had some time to kill, so I decided to come up to deck 12, which is the only place left on the ship I haven't explored yet. And as you can probably hear, the wind is really picking up. I don't know why, because it was really nice earlier today, but it's getting pretty windy and it's kind of chilly a little bit, but the sun feels good. So there's Ensenada. This is the sports deck, deck 12. It's the highest deck on the ship, at least accessible to passengers, but it doesn't look like there's much up further than that except just maintenance stuff. So they have a little putt-putt golf course out here and a jogging track. And it looks like pool tables over there. See, this would have been a good area to stick another hot tub. There's a lot of dead space right here. And you probably can't hear them on the camera because it's really faint in the distance, but I hear like a walrus or something barking, or a sea lion. It's probably a sea lion. It would be really nice up here if it wasn't so windy right now. So out that way is the water slide. You can't walk there from here because it goes back down to Lido. But I think I'm going to go over by the water slide and just watch the people again, see if anyone's going down it, because it's kind of fun to watch people's reaction when they come out the bottom. Although it's mostly been kids, I haven't seen very many adults on it. And then the Alchemy bar opens at 4, and the ladies I was talking to this morning said that they've got really neat, unique cocktails there. So when that opens in like an hour, I'm going to go check that out and try a drink from there. And then at 5:45 is dinner. So probably about 5:30 I'll head to the Pride dining room and try and look for Erica, and then check out the dining room, and maybe I'll try to film at least for a minute. We'll have to see, because probably we're going to sit at a big table with a bunch of people, and I think she would be fine with it, because she's like, if you're vlogging, you need to get the whole experience and vlog it, but I also don't want to impose on other people, so I'll just play it by ear and see. If anything, maybe I can just get myself and Erica and maybe whatever I got ordered. Oh, I have a seagull story, for another seagull story. Yesterday, I didn't get this on camera because it was, it all happened so quickly, but I was down in Serenity working, and I heard some people saying, oh no, the seagull is stuck in the wire. I can't show you what I mean right here by the wire, but in the areas where there's tables for dining that's outside, they've got like this really thin, almost like fishing line wire that will keep, it's like all crisscrossed, and it keeps the seagulls from flying in and landing on the tables and trying to steal people's foods. Well, it's hard to see, I guess, for them, so one of them, I think, tried to fly in and got caught in the wire, and his wings were all caught. And so right away an officer was there, and I got up and I was watching, and the officer was trying to untangle its wings, and it was trying to like peck and bite at him with its beak, but he seemed like they've probably rescued them before out of the netting, because he kind of held its feet together, and then he was holding it like its wings he had like in one hand, so they were kind of up so it couldn't flap its wings, and they got him out. And then it was up on a deck above me, so I couldn't see exactly where they took the seagull after that, but they probably took it to like a open area and just released it, assuming it wasn't injured. But it all happened so quickly, there was no way I could get my camera out for that, and I hope it wasn't hurt, but I think it was just scared. But it was a little distressing because it was squawking and making all kinds of noise before they got it untangled. So I always seem to have interesting seagull stories. I've been laughing because these tiny children are going down the slide with no fear at all. And then there's me terrified. I'm thinking about maybe tomorrow trying that slide, which is like basically a little kid's slide, but this one might be more my speed. But look how tiny these kids are. And by the way, I thought that you had to be like 6 years old and a certain height to go on the slide, but some of these kids are tiny. They look so young. And they've all been going down like over and over and over. I've been sitting out here for at least half an hour, and all these kids are just up the stairs down the slide, up the stairs down the slide, and none of them seem scared. So I guess I'm just getting old. It's actually pretty chilly out here right now. I've been sitting here with goosebumps for the past half hour, and even though it's sunny out, that wind, that breeze is pretty cold. So I usually don't like to sit in direct sun, but it actually feels good because it's helping keep me a little bit warm. But I've just been having fun watching these little kids going on the water slides over and over and over. I wish I could do it without that fear, because I want to go on the water slide. I just don't want it to be scary. I want it to go a lot slower, and I want to be able to sit up and see where I'm going, like I used to be able to do when I was a little kid. So tomorrow is the last full day on the ship. So maybe tomorrow I'll try the little slide, and maybe I'll do one more shot on the spiral slide. We'll just have to see. I actually had a nightmare last night about going on the slide, and that's all the nightmare was just that I had to go down it. But in the dream I was all scared. So I don't know. I guess when you get old, you get more afraid of things like that. So I'm living vicariously through the kids right now. Well, I've been in the hot tub, I had lunch, got changed, and now I'm ready to work. So this is where I am right now. This is my view. Oh, and I've got my drink, a Mango Madness. I had trouble finding a bar that was open since we're in port, but I found one up here on the pool deck, the Red Frog Rum Bar. So that's where I'm going to spend the next couple of hours probably and get some work done. got the quick fix.
Good afternoon, everybody. How you guys doing?
They're doing a Build-A-Bear workshop in here.
Excited you're here. You might as well be excited, right? The kids are
That's
excited.
Build-A-Bear.
And the moms and dads are excited as well, right?
So the quick fix has absinthe in it, which I've never had, but I like to try things, so I thought this would be a fun one.
Anyway, so that's okay. You missed it. All right, now, welcome, friends. Here's what we're going to be doing up. We got a barrel child, a supervised child. All right, yeah.
There's my drink. Alright, I'm at the dining room for dinner, and I'm here with Amy and Bailey, and there's Erica. So I've got my...
Better known as Vanessa.
better known as Vanessa. So I've got my buddies that I've met, and I'm having a good time. So we're going to have some steak and shrimp cocktail, and what did you end up getting?
Irish salmon.
Ah, and you got the steak also, right? Yeah.
And I'm going to try the pork chop.
Yeah, so that's what I'm doing tonight.